everybody. Welcome back to Heart Interviews with CI Heartland. Today I have Miss Wendy Hazelwood from Alliance Association Bank. Hey, Wendy.
Good morning, Kathy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to be here today.
Good. Thanks for being here. So I told Wendy that it's just supposed to be fun, candid interviews with our members, and so we're here to have fun. So let's get started. So how long have you been involved with CEI? Do you know?
Yeah, I think it's about 2007. And so I've kind of been from manager, development side, and then also on the vendor side since then.
So you've seen almost all of it then. You've seen all the different moving pieces of it. Okay, awesome. That makes you an exceptionally good business partner because you know what the managers go through then. They probably love that.
Yes. All the way from, the start of a community on the development side, actually dealing with the homeowners associations, and as well as I'm on the board of my own association right now.
You are seeing all the different sides then.
And on the vendor side. So working in all the different pieces of this industry. So can't get out of it.
You're stuck now, right? Was there somebody or something that encouraged you to join CEI and get more involved?
Well, the DFW, which is where I'm at right now, is a really large chapter. We've got a lot of members, really big in the industry here. And so it's something that being a part in the management side as well as developer side, it's a great resource for the managers and for board members and all of that as a education and what's going on in the industry. So being a part of it was something that, you need to do. And it's a big part of this industry here.
Yes, go Dallas Fort Worth chapter and James. I love James. Hi, James, if you ever watch.
Awesome. Hi, James.
Hopefully he'll watch, right?
Yeah, Heartland's awesome too. That's what brought me in on this side.
Awesome. What has been the most challenging thing that you've faced in the last year? I know with COVID, a lot of people are having different answers to this question, but what's the most challenging thing that you're facing right now?
Probably the challenging is, and it's now finally opening up. But in our business, it's a lot of relationship building, and it's very hard to build relationships via Zoom. I mean, we can do it, but there's something, there's something about, being able to just go in and talk to some people, build relationships with vendors, build relationships with the management companies. You don't have time to talk about, how's somebody's kid or what's going on in their life, kind of what we were talking about, moms and those kind of things. Yeah. And that's a really big thing in our business is just relationship building. And it's been very hard doing it via Zoom and Teams calls and those kind of things that you really get to know some people in the industry that way.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see them face to face and give a big hug.
It's true. What Wendy's not saying is we talked for like 15 minutes before we recorded and started the interview. So we're getting our little talks out because we haven't seen each other. So
I know our time together.
Yes. So is Texas, are you guys more opened now? Are you guys pretty open? Are you guys having in-person events?
We are very open now here in Texas. Yeah. So we've started having everything open. Having events. We actually have our trade show here next week.
Oh, exciting.
So I'm excited for that, to see that, since we didn't have one last year. We all decided, we really need to have it in person. We all need to see people. We all need to, once again, all those relationships and being able to see each other and do that kind of stuff. And so I'm really looking forward to the one we're going to have in St. Louis in August. So I can't wait for that. And then our first one coming up in Kansas City. So I'm really looking forward to that one, and having them in person is going to be huge, and to see everybody. So I'm very excited.
I agree. We have a lot of great events coming up, and we're going to start doing in-person programming in September. So we're excited about that too. We'll still try to keep the hybrid a little bit and try to still have, the virtual component too. But yeah, we're excited about it. So on that note, what's your favorite CEI Heartland event? Do you have a favorite event that we do?
It's probably, maybe the managers event, and it's just really all about them, all about supporting them, and all about just, just giving back to them of how much they put into this. Being a previous manager, I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a thankless job, and especially after this last year, it was just a hard time. People were having a hard time. And I think a lot of it got taken out on managers is what I understand.
Yeah.
And, it's hard to tell somebody in a community, you pay, they're paying in it as part of their association dues. They've got a pool and they can't go use it. And, all of those kind of things. It was a very tough time for them. And so it was a really great, great memory is from this year is finally being able to go and do that manager's event and being able to hug somebody, get close to somebody and say thank you, and, and get to see them again. So it was really exciting. It was a great, event, and, probably best event, that I really enjoyed going to.
Good. I just scheduled the one for Kansas City for September 9th. So
wonderful.
Hope you can make that one too.
Oh,
yeah, they always look forward to it in Kansas City too. So we're opening up in that area too. So
wonderful.
Do you have yes, me too. Do you have a favorite CEI Heartland memory?
Well, that would have to be kind of this year because of that manager's reception. Because it was one of those that, being away for a year and a half of not seeing anybody, and it was just even though it was hot and even though we were outside, it did make a difference, and it was really fun because people got to wear, you had those bracelets that were, red, yellow, green. If go is, for green, and you're like, okay,
I want to hug. I'm green, right? Yeah. That's
so just being able to, just to get out, it was a really fun event kind of thing, and just to see everybody, and with everything closed for the last year and a half, it was so nice to be out.
Yeah, so it really was. I was really looking forward to it, so I'm glad to be able to go out more and visit those management companies. We do management visits before the trade show, so it's been really nice to just see everybody again. So
correct.
Yeah.
Even those people who weren't able to come, it's now you're being able to get in and get to see them. So
that's been wonderful. So if you would encourage, how would you go about encouraging someone to join CEI and get more involved?
So the biggest thing is that, in the industry, it's kind of ever changing. We've got a lot of things that are going on, especially legislation that's always changing, and just things that, from different pool codes to insurance changes to that, and being involved in CEI is a huge resource for the managers, for board members, and for vendors to, be able to get the information they need, stay up to date on what's going on in the industry, as well as build those relationships to kind of help serve them and to serve our industry, and to kind of get involved and be a part of the industry.
That's great. I love that. Is there something that our members might not expect to know about you? Do you have a little tidbit about yourself you want to tell everybody?
So, probably one of the biggest things that, real big endurance athlete. So I've done Ironmans and ultra marathons.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Adventure racing and those kind of things. So the longer the better, in racing and those kind of things. So I'm huge, outdoor enthusiast and that. So that would be a big thing. A big part of my life is being outdoors. So.
I love that. I didn't know that about you. That's exciting. My daughter's boyfriend is going through some of that stuff right now, so I know a little bit about that from her. So
I'm that awesome. Crazy. My husband thinks I'm crazy. He doesn't do it. So
he doesn't do it with you?
Opposites attract in that regard. So
okay. Well, hey, he can be your cheerleader then, and watch from the sidelines, right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly. That's what he's there. He's a great carrier of bags and all the extra stuff I have to carry.
That's good. Do you have a crazy story about the industry that you can and are willing to share? No names, but
So one of the probably, as a board member, back in the day, probably in 2000, 2008, somewhere right in there, 2007, 2008, as a board of director. I received an ACC request, an architectural request, and it was somebody wanting to put an above ground pool in their garage. So they wanted to, I had never heard that. They were wanting to just spend an exorbitant amount of money to raise the roof line on their house so that they could add in a pool in their garage.
Okay.
It was one of those things that just stood out, and I was like, wow.
I haven't heard that one before.
That is one of those in the industry, like you just, that's one of those that you just go, I don't know.
What do you do, right?
What do you do?
Well, obviously, I'm sure you guys said no to that request, right?
Yeah, we did say no, and we gave some other options. It'd probably be a little cheaper to put it in your backyard, and even do some kind of, like maybe a greenhouse or something around it. Or I don't know the reason behind it, but it was just kind of an interesting request that never really, especially in Texas or in that where it's warm most of the year round. It's, except for those 1 or 2 months, it's, it's not, say, a Northeast thing, or, somewhere up, far north that it's cold most of the year round that you need something. So it was just kind of a very interesting request that we received.
Odd. That's good. That's good. So now it's time for the rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
All right.
Okay. So Wendy got the this or that category. So let's start. Sweater or hoodie?
Sweater.
Sweater. Me too. City or countryside?
Oh, city. Definitely. I like to walk to things. I like to, I live in an uptown area, so we can walk to restaurants. We can walk to that. However, like to be able to not have to drive all that far to get out to go do things.
Oh, sure. So. Yeah. I agree. Horror movie or comedy movie?
Comedy.
I
got a little jaded back in the day when my older sister made me watch some horror flick, and so to this day I'm not a very big horror person. I had nightmares for a while. So
no, you gotta tell us which one it was now. No?
Which one was it? It was the one with Hellraiser.
Oh, that's a good view.
Don't do that one.
No, not that one.
I was young. I'm not going to date myself too much, but I was young for that one.
See, mine was It. It was the one that totally Stephen King terrifies me. So yeah.
Yes, those clowns. I'm not a big clown fan. I'm with you.
Me either. In the sewer, no. Yeah.
No circuses for me.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm out.
Yeah, I agree. At a movie, would you prefer candy or popcorn?
Popcorn.
Gotta have the popcorn, right? You can get candy anytime. It's the popcorn. I agree too.
You don't make that at home all that often.
Yeah.
Good butter.
Yeah. I don't know what they do to it, but it's
the good stuff.
It's addictive. Yeah, it's delicious. Most important in your partner, intelligence or funny?
I think funny, because you got to be able to laugh at yourself. You've got to be able to laugh at, the world around us. You got to be able to just, make it, have a good time. And that, you can teach smarts, you can't teach that personality. So
yeah, and you need the humor, right? I mean, there's times when you need the humor. So I agree.
A whole year and a half, you just had to laugh. You just had to laugh it off.
That's funny you say that. Yeah. Marriages are stronger than ever or have been divorced.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
They can either live with each other, because there was a lot of living with each other. There was a lot of not going out kind of thing. So
you can tell we're both married, right? Yeah. Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Well, obviously.
I live in them every day, so I spend a lot of time in my sneakers. So
that's a good thing. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, new clothes or new phone? It's a hard one.
Probably new clothes, but on the new workout gear clothes.
Okay. That's
I
awesome.
mean, technology is great, and I love, I love technology, but my husband always asks, well, did you see this cool new feature? No. And on some things, yes, I know technology and those kind of things, but I don't, I'm pretty bad about updating some of my stuff on my phone and all the different apps that you've added. And my husband gets so crazy that I haven't updated my apps like to the minute. And so I'm just, it's great, and I want to have something that works fast and works well, but I don't overemphasize. So I'd much rather have kind of new workout gear is my deal.
Opposites attract, girl. Opposites attract, right?
Yep.
Okay, so next one, bath or shower?
Shower.
Shower. I'm a little bit of both. That's a hard one. A little bit of both.
I kind of get grossed out by sitting. The only time I ever did it is ice baths for after my long workout. So
okay.
Shower in general, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you're a walker too, but while walking, do you want to listen to music or podcast?
I don't listen to either, actually.
Really?
And the reason being is I've coached running for years. And while coaching, you don't really listen to music because you're there for, running with them, coaching them, being there for them. And so I've kind of learned, as well as Ironman training, you can't race with music. You can't race with headphones in. You can't put anything on there. So I've really kind of learned over the years just to enjoy and just be out there, listen to the sounds, listen to see what's going on around you. It's also,
nature.
Nature, but just, around you, what's going on. I've had some friends, hit on some bikes, and those kind of things. And you're not, you with your headphones in and that. So I just learned over the years just to leave it and enjoy and see what's out there. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, I kind of will if I'm looking at something, but in general, I don't. I just kind of enjoy outside. So
that's actually probably probably smart. I go back and forth, but I'm not a runner though. I'm a walker.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like to walk the dog. So I've got the dog and we walk the dog and that kind of stuff. But it's still, I just, just listen to what's going on,
around you. Yeah.
Here's some really great people. There's always great people watching and people listening to. Okay. So as we've got a great trail down from our house and that kind of stuff. So, but we just try to take it all in and instead. So yeah.
I might have to start doing that and just listen to nature more instead of my podcast.
Listen to your podcast.
Yeah. So dog or cat?
Dog.
I've
had cats all my lives too, but I do have a dog. Yeah, we do have a dog. We have an English Golden, coolest dog in the world. Super mellow, great walker, and he's an absolute joy. But yeah, definitely a dog. You don't have to clean the kitty litter box.
That's true. That's true. Does your dog
sufficient? But there's a kitty litter box that really does.
Do your doggies have a name, or does your dog have a name?
My dog's name is Britain.
Britain, oh.
Britain, yeah. So
aww.
He's 75 pounds of sweetness is what he is. So.
I love that. I got 2 at home, but they're not that big though, just 2. So 2's enough.
I keep trying to convince my husband 2 would be better, and he's like, no, we're gonna one's enough at a time. Thank you.
Well, you've got a big one too. So, sometimes, yes. I can see its point. And if you're, urban living, that's probably smart. Yeah.
The bed's not big enough for dogs and 2 dogs. It's already too small with 1 dog added to the bed. So.
That's funny you say that. My husband works nights, so he's only home like during the normal, bedtime hours on Saturday and Sunday. So my dogs are used to sleeping with me too, though that's funny that you say that. So anyway, Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix probably. Yes. Okay.
Are you binging anything right now? Are you watching anything that's good?
Let's see. What have I been watching? So I've been watching. Well, I guess it's not on Netflix though. But I was watching The Golden, which is about the gymnasts. It's about following several of the gymnasts trying to make the Olympic team this year.
Oh, wow.
Follow 4 or 5 of them. So it's a 6-episode series about several of them trying to make, so following some of them. So that's kind of what I was watching right before I kind of found it. And so I just finished that up, and just in time for the Olympics that start today.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. I haven't seen that one. That's the good part about it, is there's so much stuff to watch now. It's just like it's kind of overwhelming a little bit.
Exactly. I think it's on the Peacock app.
Oh, okay.
But the Peacock app, I think, right now is free.
Oh,
because of the Olympics.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Showing a lot of, it's part of the whole NBC kind of thing. So I think they're showing don't quote me on that, go look, but that's kind of what I was reading. Is that I think it was free to watch all the Olympic stuff because of time change. I mean, it's 13 hours ahead in Japan. Yes. It's going to be really hard to watch things, and if people want to watch them live or those kind of things. So I think they're doing a lot on that Peacock channel to follow events.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna check that out then. I'm all about Apple TV, so I can just download the app. So I'll check that out.
Exactly.
So good question for you: cardio or weights?
That's a hard one. Both.
Both. Okay.
Probably evenly, because like I'll bike. I row as well. And then run, and do all these things. So it's one of those but in the meantime, you have to support all that cardio that you do with muscle strength. So I do a little bit of both. I do Orange Theory, so we do a little of everything. Mm-hmm. Probably my favorite is strength day though, or strength training and doing that, weights. I do like all the other cardio and getting out and social aspect of it and those kind of things of the cardio side. Mm-hmm. But if I had to pick one over the other, it would be like a weight day, strength day.
I love that. I'm just starting to do some of that. I haven't really done much of that. So I'm more of a cardio girl.
A lot of women shy away from weights because they think it's going to bulk them up or do those kind of things. But the more muscle you can put on, muscle burns calories faster than fat. So you actually will start burning more calories. And if you're out to lose weight, I always try to tell people to put weight training into their routine.
I have to talk to you about this on the side later.
Yep.
Wendy, the personal trainer. Last question. You ready?
Yep.
Swimming or sunbathing? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be swimming, but
swimming, yes.
Swimming. Okay.
Now I do like a good time on the just to hang out on the beach when you do have it. Nice beach out there. But I typically end up, one of my favorites is say Grand Cayman. We sit on the beach, but a morning swim or an evening swim down the beach on 7 Mile Beach can't beat it. So
that's nice. I agree. Yeah. Awesome. So last thing, now we give you about 30 seconds to plug either your company, your favorite charity, a little bit of both, but you have 30 seconds to tell our members anything that you want. So go.
Wonderful. So I work obviously for Alliance Association Bank. It's a fabulous bank to work for. We've been around for, I guess, almost a little over 13 years now. We provide financial solutions for the growing community management and homeowners association industry. We cater to the needs of the homeowners association industry by offering a wide range of innovative products, technology, and services designed specifically to create efficiencies and success for our clients. We try to be your banking resource in this industry, and we designed it to build our relationships with our clients, with the management companies, the industry itself, and to provide that service that this demanding industry requires. And to support those community association industry itself. So we are always out there to help provide and create some innovative solutions to any of the needs, banking needs for those homeowners associations or communities out there. So we look forward to working with everyone.
Thank you. Yes, that's great. And we, thank the bank for being a big supporter of our chapter. So thank you for that. And thank you for doing this today. And we hope to see you. Yeah, thank you. We hope to see you guys next time on Heart to Heart Interviews with CI Heartland. Bye, everybody.
Bye.